Since 1999, Networks Theatre has been a home to English-speaking theatre in Orihuela, Spain. The theatre, founded by Nick Moore, has presented over 110 shows, from children's shows through to plays, musicals, theatre and education, and our proud history of 18 specially written pantomimes. Pull up a chair and join us as we meet another of our wonderful company in Networks Theatre, Conversations With. Hello and welcome back to Networks Conversations With. My name is Nick Moore and I'm the Artistic Director of Networks Theatre in Orihuela in Spain. And we have a wonderful history of presenting theatre with some amazing students who have been studying English, but also then gone on to be in our theatre. And one of those people who joined us across the years was Marcelo Garcia. And he's joining us now. Hello, Marcelo.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Okay.
Fine.
Bring us up to date. What have you been doing recently?
Well, I'm now studying History of Art in Murcia, and I'm in my third year. And hopefully next year I'll be ending the degree and also the first term of the course, doing it in Leeds, in UK.
Ah, okay. In the north.
With an Erasmus grant.
Yeah, don't forget to take a scarf. And what's the dream? What do you hope to do ultimately?
Ultimately, I would like to never stop learning.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what most people in Spain do now anyway. They are 7 years at university and then they do a master's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your time at Networks Theatre, because you had a slightly different journey to many other of our participants. How did you first hear about Networks Theatre?
Well, it was Inés. I was friend with her since I was maybe 10 or 11.
This is your connection with the band?
Yeah, the conservatory, yes.
Yeah.
We used to sing together in the choir, and she talked to me one day and said, "Hey, we're doing this concert with the theater in La Lonja. The Star concert."
Yeah, absolutely. So your way into Networks was by doing the Star concert.
Yeah, and after the concert, the same day of the concert, you said to me, "Hey, I have this role within this play, Titanic. Do you want to be in it?" And I said, "Well, that must be curious."
Yeah, absolutely. So you kind of arrived in this world that Networks Theatre is. And what was your first impressions when you walked through the door?
The first day I went to a Star rehearsal, the moment I entered through the door, you said, "Who are you?" And I understood, "How are you?" And I said, "Fine, thanks." And you looked at me and I was like, "What's this man saying?"
Okay, yeah. And I probably referred to that for the next 6 weeks or something, didn't I? That's typical me.
Yeah.
When you first walked into a Networks like Titanic rehearsal, how did you feel? Were you confident? Were you nervous?
Well, I was terrified. I mean, as I didn't speak English in a current way to say. I mean,
Marcelo, don't put yourself down. You arrived with a really nice level of English.
Yeah, but the thing, I didn't speak like every day with people.
Yeah, you weren't used to speaking every day. Absolutely. Okay.
So I had to force myself in the first moment, and it was so like.
You survived very well. I remember actually that I rewrote part of Titanic to include a song for you. Do you still remember what the song was?
The 12 shillings and sixpence.
12 shillings and sixpence, because I expanded the character of the communications officer.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible, some of the messages that people sent from the Titanic. All they cared about is like organizing a golf trip when they arrived to New York. little did they know what was going to happen.
12 cents and sixpence to let them know your well. 12 cents and sixpence. I'll send them what you tell. Send a birthday greeting. Perhaps miss you while here. Minutes from a meeting. A note to someone dear. I know it makes the world so small.
How did you find the experience of being in Titanic?
But it was nice. It was different. I mean, different to what I used to do before doing theater in English. So it was like new.
Yeah. Did you die or did you survive?
I think I survived.
Oh, well done you. Well done you. Okay. How many shows have you done with us across the years?
If I'm not mistaken, 8.
8. Okay, that's a healthy amount of shows. So at the moment, you are with us because you're rehearsing our latest show, the show that will bring us back after the pandemic. So at the time of recording now, February 2022, tell us what show you're currently rehearsing.
Yeah, we're rehearsing The Show Must Go On, and it must go on.
Yeah, it must.
For theater.
And it's a comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Good. That's what we like to hear. I've seen some of the rehearsals and it is great. It's you, Daniel Nieves, Maria Gomez, and Ines Hernandez, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. What other shows have you done across the years at Networks?
Titanic was the first.
Yeah.
Then came Dick Whittington.
Okay. What was the name of the ship? Catemba, Tucaramba, La Fuego, Santa Malika,
Sol y Cruz.
Sol y Cruz, yeah.
Like that.
How many times did you say it in the show?
Tacarembo, la tumba del fuego, Santa María, Zacatecas, la Junta del Sol y Cruz.
We'll be sailing on the good ship. Tacarembo, la tumba del fuego, Santa María, Zacatecas, la Junta del Sol.
Wait a minute, I think I know that ship. What was it called again?
The good ship. Tacarembo, la tumba del fuego, Santa María, Zacatecas, la Junta del Sol.
Sol. No, not that one.
Let's look at the map.
That's the one.
That was the name.
Yeah, that was the name. It's actually, for anybody who cares, it's taken from a Stephen Sondheim song. And it's a parody of the song of the girl from Ipanema, tall and tanned, and he uses that as a kind of Mickey take of the place where, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's from a Stephen Sondheim song. Okay. You have appeared in 2 or 3 of our pantomimes, I believe. And Dick Whittington was one. And what other pantomimes were you in?
Puss in Boots.
Okay, yes. You played one of the brothers.
Yeah.
And also, I gave you Wonky Donkey.
Yeah.
Now, Wonky Donkey, can you explain to us what Wonky Donkey is?
A Wonky Donkey. A Wonky Donkey. Wonky was like
no. Can you explain to how did the joke work in the pantomime? Do you remember?
yeah, the whole joke.
Can you remember the final?
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay, so I'll just explain that basically there was a donkey, and people kept asking you if it was a funky donkey.
New York.
What?
He's from New York, so
He's from New York, so he's
Yankee fan.
a Yankee donkey. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't walk straight. Well, he's a wonky donkey. And
Yeah.
how did it end up?
I'm going to say the full.
Yeah, go for it.
I think it was he's a funky, punky, lanky, Yankee, stinky, winky, wonky donkey.
That donkey, he doesn't stand up straight. He's a wonky donkey.
He's only got one eye.
He's a winky wonky donkey. He smells. He's a stinky winky wonky donkey.
Someone said he's from America.
He's a Yankee stinky winky wonky. He's too old. He's a lanky Yankee stinky.
His hair is sticking up.
He's a funky lanky Yankee stinky.
And he dances to soul music.
Oh, blind. You ready? He's a funky, punky, lanky, Yankee, stinky, winky, wonky, donkey. Shut your mouth. Don't want a donkey.
One thing I've always done at Networks is I don't care that you're Spanish. I will give you exactly what British actors have.
Yeah. Free
Yeah.
vocabulary.
And
Sure.
because people can cope. On the first day, they go, I can't do that. And of course you can do that. Okay, so when you were rehearsing with us, what did you prefer, the rehearsals or the shows or both?
Both, I think. I mean, rehearsing is part of all the job, so it goes together. I mean, if you can, a tennis player can play a match without practicing.
Oh, this is very, very true. But there are some people who really prefer they enjoy the rehearsals because it's a good atmosphere, isn't it? It's fun.
The whole, I mean, the performances were a short cut of all the whole process. So
absolutely, yeah. You've been in 8 shows, or we think it's 8 shows. What for you was the favorite?
I would say Treasure Island.
Okay.
I'm in a debate there because summer camp was like a show where I first like had a principal character, and also was the first show like a first time doing a show.
Okay. Well, you did have a principal character in Dick Whittington. You were the ship owner.
I mean the captain, yeah. Well,
yeah. And then you also were you were a brother in the pantomime. Anyway, yeah. So you were Treasure Island. Who did you play in Treasure Island?
I played the captain too.
Oh, I see. Do you know why? It was so we could use the same costume. I'm absolutely sure we could use the same costume because it fitted you. Yeah. Treasure Island was a lot of fun. Yeah, we used songs of the 1960s, of course. Good. Is there a favorite type of show you like to be in? Pantomime, play, drama, or comedy?
I consider myself a very dramatic guy.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I think pantos are great. Like it's a mix of traditional tales and with actual jokes and.
Yeah, I often ask people in these interviews, How do you explain pantomime to a Spanish person?
Which basically the tale of, the tale your mother used to tell you when you were going to bed.
Okay, yeah.
With songs and jokes and maybe a twist, a change of characters. Obviously, where the dame it's played by a man, and then
Yeah.
the man role is played by a woman.
Do you think you might fancy playing the dame one day?
I don't mind. I mean, time will tell, but
Time will tell. That's a good expression. Yeah. Probably best to start with Ugly Sister. That would be my recommendation. Nothing personal. Okay. Good. You have been in a lot of our shows. The last show you were in was what? Remind me.
Kindertransport.
Kindertransport, of course. Tell us a little bit about that experience for you. Did you know much about the topic of the children that were evacuated from Germany and Austria in 1938?
I had seen some photos and I had read something, but very light about the topic. But
okay.
But when you, as we rehearsed and stuff, and you were telling us the story of the children, it was like hard to.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, as I'm sure you agree, it's an important subject that should not be forgotten. It really shouldn't be forgotten. How do you feel about Networks Theatre? What has it brought to your life?
I mean, my mother used to tell me that when I was going to being born, she was going to have his first certificate in the language school in Orihuela.
Okay, yeah.
And so I was born, and she couldn't be in the exam. And so being in networks, like learning English and stuff, I think has given me like this knowledge, these skills, which now I'm using with you, which is good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, but with sorry.
No, and I think that they will endure in the future, and I will be able to use them. The people I've known, the things I've done, the theaters, classes. So it's good. I'm happy and proud. I can.
No, that's great. What for you has been the most memorable moment at Networks across the years?
I can't tell really. Maybe any of the awards, the awards night.
Okay. We've on this program we've never spoken about the awards night.
I like it very much because we got to see every one of us and.
Yeah, because perhaps I should just explain that throughout the year we do 3 or 4 shows with an older group and then 2 shows with a younger group. The older group shows, we started to have awards programs. We had an awards night in October. So we would have Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Comedy, and we would do it with presentations, and it was all top secret and nobody knew the answer. Unfortunately, with the pandemic, we have to wait until we have a complete year before we can start it all again. So if you were eyeing that Best Actor award in October, well, we'll have to wait and find out if we're going to have an awards or not. We might have a mini awards, maybe, to try and get back on our feet. But you always enjoyed those, did you?
Yeah, I mean it's a special night with everyone who's participating in any theater of the course of the year.
Yeah.
So it's fine. You get to remember all the things that happened in that year.
Absolutely, yeah. People often say about the Networks family, and it is nice when people talk about that, because when I started the theatre, I had no idea that we would have such a core, such a group who were at the heart of it all the time. It's been really nice. And you also come sometimes and help us with the dogs at a soccer, our local dog rescue, don't you?
Yeah, I like when I have time, which now it's very rarely.
Yeah, of course.
But I like to go. I like to go. It's like I distract from all the my routine, and I go to all the poor dogs who are locked there.
Yeah, of course.
And they
Okay.
don't have someone to.
Othello, we're almost out of time. Sorry to cut you off there. We're almost out of time. We're going to finish with 2 minutes of crazy questions. Okay.
All right.
Now,
All right.
I need to start the timer. Otherwise, I'll be going on for longer than 2 minutes. But here we go. What is your favorite takeaway food?
Ow. My grandmother's meatballs.
There's a pantomime joke there somewhere. Let's move on. Dogs or cats?
Both of them.
Oh, no, one or the other.
Oh, dogs.
Dogs, okay. Do you think you could ride a cow?
With training, anything is possible.
Yeah. Do you mean you're training, or the cow's been training?
Both.
Yeah, okay. Which part would you give Donald Trump in a pantomime?
The villain.
The villain, okay, yeah. Probably like Crunchbone from Puss in Boots. Okay. If you could time travel, where would you go?
I would go to Victoria, London.
Oh, okay, very good. Anyone you'd like to meet in particular?
Maybe Sherlock Holmes, for example.
Okay, you do know he was fictional, yeah? Good.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
What music are you currently listening to?
Like, lately I've been listening to Company.
Oh, phone rings, door chimes in, comes company. Back to Stephen Sondheim. Okay. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay, what topping?
Cheese and tomato and like a margarita, current margarita.
Okay. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No, maybe when I'm dead, but I don't
Okay,
know.
so we're out of time now. I think pizza does belong. Anyway, it's your time. You said no, that's fine. That's
No.
Marcelo, it's been an absolute privilege and an honor to have you on this afternoon. Thank you so much. And would you like to just say any final words?
No. I don't know. Thanks for calling, for letting me be here. And
Oh, no, thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you in The Show Must Go On, which is only a few weeks away now. And if you're watching this in 2024, it was 2 years ago. Thank you very much for watching Conversations With, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
thank you, Nick.
Bye. So thank you to Marcelo for participating in Network Theatre Conversations With. We'll see you next time.